This is the Real Eyes Recognize podcast. Now your hosts, Dustin Gutkowski and UFC fighter Kevin Holland.
All right, guys. Well, here we are. Season 2, episode 1.
We're fucking slow starters. We did not get off to a strong start.
We started off just like that. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's good. Here we go.
Fuck it.
Season 2, episode 1. Following the recap.
So what's up, man? How you been?
I've been great, man. Just fucking grinding, chilling, living life, man.
Yeah, from XKO to UFC to spinning back fist, knocking people the fuck out. It's like a spin to a spin back fist. Yeah,
I've been practicing that one.
I like it. I try to practice.
It was a long time coming. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you and me both knew where we're gonna end up. So it's just a matter of time.
Yeah, you can only beat up so many people locally before they have to start letting you try and beat up people internationally.
Regionally, at least try.
Yeah, at least try.
At least try.
Unfortunately, I tend to get my ass kicked sometimes.
You give some, you take some, right?
You gotta take some. You gotta take some to give some, right? Unless you could be or fucking
love
flip
that.
the other.
So it's like, how is it dealing with Kevin after an L? And I'm like, bro, he takes it like it's gonna happen though, right? I think it's a sport where one of those ones you're gonna lose at some point.
Some of us do.
Wait, they asked him.
Depends
how
who
he
you
is after
fight.
a
I
loss?
mean, it depends who you fight when you fight.
Yeah,
you know, if you fight them early on in your career, you might learn some lessons and then get better from it. Later in your career, you take those L's, it could be downhill from there.
And let my fans tell it. I never learned from losses. And they're like, you're the same dumbass you were 2 years ago. Cha-ching.
But now that you're 30, you're gonna grow up. You said.
I mean, you know,
yeah,
I say a lot of things.
We know.
I think you've come a long way.
Thank
you.
you,
You gotta give yourself some credit.
Appreciate that. I try to. I mean, I dress a little better sometimes. Sometimes.
You saw some of the takedowns.
Some. There we go. We gotta have the positivity in there.
We didn't even do an introduction. How rude!
We did it.
How rude! How rude!
Oh, introduce.
We're introducing.
I know
guest.
him. My bad.
I know, but you gotta introduce, right?
They should know by now.
They should already know. They should already know who he is.
So we
If
do
you
this every
don't,
time. So I think every time we say we're going to introduce the show, we're going to do an announcement, and then literally somebody will go. Kevin's going to go. Adair's going to go. I'll go. And they'll go. All right, 1, 2, 3.
And then Kevin goes and fucks.
and then
Yeah,
Kevin,
he's like,
he does.
I've been there, man. I've been there. I used to do the Friday Fight Fit Fridays on.
Yeah,
it was live every time, so it was like nervous the whole time, and then eventually I was like, all right, we're just gonna show up and we're just gonna shoot the shit.
Yeah,
you just talk, and then that's the best.
Shoot.
Yeah, there we go. Shoot from the hip. Yeah, that's what we do best. Shoot from the hip. But it is
right.
That's what we do.
Season 2, episode 1. Local Stephen Ocho Peterson. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me, man.
Thanks for coming on. How was the drive? Or you're local, like Plano, right?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. I'm in Dallas.
You're in Dallas?
By White Rock.
Okay, close. And then you train local. Where are you out of?
Fortis MMA.
For people that don't know.
Yeah,
right?
Fortis MMA. So, we're the how could I say this without offending a lot of people?
You're the number one gym in the DFW, probably the number one gym in Texas.
We're the number one gym in the world according to MMA Junkie right now.
Nice.
And it's something that we, gotta be prideful of. We got to back it up, but we don't want to like throw it in people's faces as well.
And y'all just won the award, right?
Yeah, we just won the award, but with that comes a lot of hate and a lot of eyes on us. So we're just keeping our head down and grinding.
I think it comes with a lot of love and competition, though. You know, you get new students, you get more people talking about you. Some in a negative way, that's probably competition. Positive way, that's probably what everybody should be doing. Understand, appreciate the work, and then competition. Of course, you're gonna get a lot of competition.
I mean, we love competition, and we're rivals with a lot of other gyms, but for so long in Texas, we always like beat each other down, and there's a lot of guys that belonged in the UFC that never got there because they were always fighting local guys.
100%. I think Texas is definitely one of those scenes where it's unless you have a super big name from day one, which is kind of hard to do. I think it's pretty rough.
It's been kind of behind, right? The not the fighters are behind, but the eyes that Texas has gotten for MMA, because you have
Johnny Hendricks was like the first one that really got into the UFC, and he was the only one in Texas.
Yeah, they got
a long time.
Like you said, a lot of guys that probably should have made it or could have. There just wasn't the eyes on Texas. It didn't get brought.
Is that what it is, or is it the mentality of the fighters and maybe their coaches and what their focus is?
To be honest with you,
I was going to ask that.
Promoters don't know how to promote these days.
They don't want to bring guys in. They don't want to pay.
They don't want to pay, and they put two of the better guys on the same card with each other, fighting each other, and it just half the time it doesn't make sense. You got to build a fighter. It's like building a fighter makes sense.
Well, there wasn't a lot of school. I mean, so what you're saying is, I just remember there wasn't a lot of schools for a while. There was only a few compared to a lot of places.
There was. It was like he said, all the fighters were, they wanted good fights, but you look at RFA, Ed Soares, he managed a lot of the guys, built them up through that league, and then sent them to the UFC with undefeated records. So I think a lot of it is management, and then promoters, just knowing the right promoters or being the promoter.
Yeah, being your own promoter.
Yeah, makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was going to say there's a lot of talent in Texas of natural born type of grit fighters. So
Fuck around and find out.
fuck around and find out for real.
You really don't need to go nowhere else to get that great of training. Like the best training's right here in Texas. You just gotta band together is what it is, instead of fighting each other all the time.
Yeah, I was such an asshole on the local level that my Fortis pass got
just
thrown
local.
out.
Don't sell yourself short, bro. We national. Yeah,
I'm not as bad national. You should have seen me on the local level. I mean,
was it that bad?
I was vicious.
What's the best story of being an asshole?
Yeah, what's the best asshole story?
Very first fight. I mean, as soon as I get my first pro fight, fucking so much shit happened to even get to my pro fight. As soon as I had it, I was like, all right, I'm here. Let's make the best out of it. I'm the president of 170 pounds. Fuck you if you don't like it. Call the local promoter. We can fight. And like that just started it. And it was like, put a target on myself, and I was fucking enjoying it.
Yeah,
it was cool with me. Yeah, I was getting fights left and right. I was fighting every other month, down there every month. It was awesome.
Where was your first fight?
XKO. First pro fight was at XKO.
XKO. What was your first fight?
My first pro fight was Puro Combate. It was Jason David Frank, rest in peace. It was the main event, so that card was kind of surrounded about him.
Okay.
And, I was the opener on that card.
How many fights were you into before you fought for XKO?
I think that was my third fight. Okay. So I fought for Bellator a month later. And then I wanted to go 3-0 in 3 months as a pro. I thought I would make a huge splash and make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then I took a fight on a week's notice at XKO, Brad Mitchell, and lost a decision. I thought I won, but you know how it goes in Texas.
Yeah. Judges are crazy.
I lost sleep for a couple of weeks over that one.
Yeah, it'll do that to you. I remember my first loss. I lost to this Russian kid, and I thought I did enough, but obviously I didn't fucking do enough. So I went home. I was 4-0 at the time. Went home 4-1. I was like, damn, that wasn't no loss. Then I fought Rafael Lovato Jr. as soon as my knees were healed up, like literally like within a couple days' notice. Went out there, fought Rafael, fucking got choked out, and was like, I'm definitely not undefeated now. It sucks. I was like, fuck.
What do you think for you, either one of you guys? What do you think? We were just talking about this before about someone they thought lost a fight, and I'm like, hey man, you don't know, but what do you think the biggest problem is if judging for MMA, right? Not just UFC. We're talking all around, like
10-9 must system.
Yeah,
that's the biggest problem. It's a boxing system that's already corrupt.
Yep.
And we do all these different martial arts and karate, wrestling, jiu-jitsu. We are able to keep score, so there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to keep score in a MMA fight. It shouldn't be 10-9. It should be every time you land a punch, you get a point. Take the guy down, you get it 2 points. Pass the guard, you get points. Every punch that lands, point. It would, make a lot more sense, and the differential wouldn't be so wide. It would be like, okay, it's obvious who won. It's not like subjective to where, okay, it was close. If you add up the scores, numbers don't lie.
Exactly. Yeah. I think it was, especially because if somebody does it in a 3-round, right? And most fights are 3-round. You get 3-round and somebody, you could see like they dominated the first round, but maybe it wasn't a 10-8, but they clearly dominated that first round. And then you go out there and you get the second round, maybe the other guy, he wins the second round, but it wasn't a domination round. But then that third round, it's close. It's like, but the guy that dominated the first round and that third round is even, like you said, if you had a point system, there's really leaves that up.
Yeah, and that's a whole different, conversation is actually, are you scoring it round by round, or are you scoring a fight as a whole?
The whole fight.
Yeah, I think it depends on state. Most of the time, it's round by round. So I can actually.
It's always round by round.
I can weigh in on it because I've been looking at possibly getting my judging's license. So I had joined their the commission's yearly meeting they have, and I was on there. It was really cool. I was on there with like all the top dogs, like in the UFC and all those other the judges and the referees, and they were talking about the issue with the scoring system, like you're talking about, and some of the problems are, one, a lot of people that are judging are coming from a boxing background. They're a lot older. We don't have a lot of young judges who understand the sport of MMA that are judging. So that's one. Two is their view of the fight. So usually they have, I'm not sure how some of the local promoters do it, but I know in the UFC they have different angles that they have to sit at and watch, depending on whatever angle you're looking at, right? If you're on this side and the fight's closer to this side of the cage versus if you're on the other side, you might see something differently than the other judge sees. So that's actually how one judge can have a completely different scoring than the other one. And they're like, okay, we got to find something better than this. Me personally, I don't like watching fights from the eye view to judge. If I was, I'd want to watch a monitor because I can see from an aerial view versus, whatever my eyes are. And then you also have the audience, right? That's making noises, the corner that's making noises. And they do those things on purpose, not the audience, but like the corner will do things in hopes to try and sway the judges in thinking that there's more going on in the fight than there actually is. So there's all these things psychologically that might be affecting a judge's decision, their experience, if they're coming from boxing or not. So they're trying to figure that out now. I do know the head commissioner, I think they've already left. Someone new is coming in and they're trying to revamp it. They're trying to get a bunch of new young judges to come in to, kind of get rid of all the old heads.
So they're not boxing based so much.
It shouldn't be boxing based. I mean, and it is interesting what you said. It is scored round by round, right? But that's one of the only sports that you would consider somebody winning off of like a quarter, right? So like football, baseball, whether it's inning, quarter, half, you take the score at the end of it, not
Right.
like not the you won. I mean, because you could win. And think about basketball, you could win first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. But at the end, if you lose the overall, you lose the game.
Yeah, wrestling, any sort of martial arts besides boxing.
You win.
Yeah, you're doing scoring as a whole and statistics. Like if you could take statistics, then you can put points based off those statistics. A computer can handle it.
Yep. Easy.
Maybe
So get rid of the
make
people.
Robots.
Just have robots. Let's just have robots fight.
Yeah.
AI. Fuck.
Stop beating
kinda
each other
No,
up.
robots judge. We want people to fight.
But
Speaking of statistics, I just saw recently something that was posted about, was it strike accuracy in the UFC? What was that it was, the list that you were on?
Yeah, it was striking accuracy for 2022. I guess my fight I had one of the top. What was it, number 7?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty cool. But
Yeah, that was cool.
hey man,
What does that get me?
right?
You're like, I made a list.
It's like all the fighting nights that I got back in the day, or the local XKO title, or the legacy title. It's like it doesn't come with a lot of money, so
Right.
it's like it's cool and all, but pay me.
Fucking pay me. Yeah, get paid. You guys, when's your next fight?
March 25th.
March 25th.
You guys are first to hear it.
All right.
Nice.
I was actually
Antonio.
just wondering,
Yeah.
like, I didn't know that.
Local fight.
Local fight.
I'll be in the
San Antonio.
house. Hopefully I can fight, but if I'm not fighting, I'll definitely still be in the house.
Are you gonna be there?
Yeah, I'm gonna
see
be a
that.
dap on the
Can't miss
way
a
out.
local card. Yeah, can't miss a local card.
Where's the Alamo Dome? Or what do they call it? 18th Center now? What is the stadium called? San Antonio?
You tell me.
I have no idea. I used to be Alamo Dome, and then it was. Y'all were just there, right? What's the stadium called in San Antonio? It is the Alamo Dome?
Alamo Dome.
Yeah, is that where it's at?
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's a nice stadium. Who are you fighting?
I can't say it.
Oh, you can't say yet?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you
I got
better
a
fight.
contract signed, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to get leaked by someone else besides me. I'm
Yeah.
not going to be the one to take that.
Yeah, you can tell us offline.
Oh,
then
man, I
we'll
wish
see.
you
It's a
had
nice
told me
fight.
before.
It's a
I
nice
would've
fight
said
for me. I'm happy to be back in there. I feel like they put me in timeout, and it's time to get out of timeout and do work.
What they put you in timeout for?
Fucking miss weight, man. It's one of those things where once it's out of your control, it's out of your control.
So
but
how
it
big
was
of a name? How big of a name is the opponent?
Not a big name.
Not a big
I
name.
think they're throwing me a bone, honestly.
Okay.
It's my whole career. I've never, I say that, but Chase Hooper and guys like that, I feel like were super easy fights, but I didn't get those kind of fights until the UFC. I had to take the hard road, and now I feel like shoot the matchup they're giving me. It's like okay, prove yourself. One of those fights where you're supposed to win, you do what you're supposed to do, and you build yourself up.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's always the way to do it.
All right, so
That's not the way I feel like coming off a loss, I'll be like, who's the biggest? How can I jump right back in the fire? And
Yeah,
they had me sit down for a little while and work on my craft, and then now it's time to build me back up.
yeah. Go out there and just
Well, you've been
Sure,
doing a
you've been
lot of
working
stuff on timeout. In your own,
yeah,
you
like
got a lot of stuff going on.
there's more to life than fighting, and fighting's only gonna be here for so long.
Yeah.
Like whether my body doesn't make it, or the UFC says we're done with Ocho, or whatever. This is a short-lived career, so I'm working on multiple other planting seeds, and now those seeds are starting to sprout.
Yeah. So it's really, for those who don't know, Ocho is not just a martial artist. He's an artist all around. And he has a lot of cool things going on, which if you can't talk about them, that's fine. But I would like for people to know some of the things that you're interested in and some of the things that you take your time to learn about, which shocked me when I started to learn about you.
Yeah, so I'm promoting events. I'm running a multimedia company, Ocho TV. Ocho TV is all about giving artists a voice and kind of sharing their stories. What else am I doing? A couple things I can't really speak on yet, but working with some artists, some musicians, and painting artists and different kind of artists. So Memorial Weekend we're going to be debuting our documentary film that we've been working on for about half a year now, and
nice.
I'm excited to debut that.
Last year I was at the Memorial Weekend concert, and that was pretty dope.
Yeah, so last year it was Memorial Weekend Music Fest,
Yeah.
and this year we're going to change it up and we're going to blow it out of the water.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So everybody in the city, y'all make sure you come.
Yeah,
where's it at?
It was dope.
it's going to be at the Epic in Grand Prairie.
Nice.
So the place is freaking epic, man. It's like a YMCA if the kids got to design it.
That's
how I would
dope.
describe it.
Yeah, that's super dope.
Sign me up.
Super dope. And man, Ocho's always doing something. I remember I was still on local scene. I would see Ocho have his table set up, selling the gear, doing everything he's supposed to, and I was like, "Fuck, I gotta get my hustle up."
hustle,
Ocho's
bro.
fucking on it,
Yeah,
bro.
Hustling,
Like,
but
shit.
people don't support you sometimes just because you're doing things that other people aren't, and that's like it makes them feel uncomfortable, so they don't fuck with it. And it's like, really, if they fucked with it, then they could grow and learn, and we can all grow together. But yeah, it's just one of those things where, I learned to work in silence, and I learned what makes money and what doesn't.
Yeah, that's a fucking hell of a trait to have. That's a hell of a trait to have.
People want to help you until they see you at their level or above them. And then they don't want to support you anymore. They're like, "Oh, call me, I'll help you. And then it takes that rare breed to see somebody like go above you, even with the people around. And so they say it makes
it
someone
hurts,
comfortable.
man. Like people I grew up with, some of my best friends, they don't want to jump on that train. They don't want to step outside of their comfort zone, because whenever I'm around, I'm trying to push them outside of the comfort zone, and that's kind of caused a division.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Isn't that crazy how people are? Like, I've always wondered this. Everybody has this talk. Like, everybody wants these things in life. Everybody says it. Like, oh, I'm going to have this one day. I'm going to have this one day. And then when they're put in the position to actually truly change their life, or you bring them an opportunity, I don't know. I do not understand what it is that makes them stop, because it's really nothing but themselves.
Comfort.
Is it comfortable though?
No,
if they're complaining all the damn time?
complacency.
Yeah, complacency. That's a
It's
good
just
one.
what's easy, right? I just look at for this, right? It's it's a Wednesday night. I got 3 kids. It's 7:30. It's like it'd be easier for me to be at home, right?
Right.
But what you do, it's easier for, like, we just had a leadership retreat where we were in Anna, and it's like I'm away from my family for 2 days, And today for work, it'd been easier to stay home. I own the company. Who's going to tell me anything? That's what's comfortable. Like you said, it's comfortable to stay home. It's comfortable to turn on Netflix. It's comfortable not to wake up and work out, train. You know what I mean? It is.
It's comfortable to stay in bed. Trust me. Sometimes I'll stay
so
in
much
bed,
easier.
I get up. When I get up and get the job done. You
Yeah.
know, so I realize, you know, sometimes it's you just want to be comfortable, but that's where you need somebody to shake the bed a little bit and say, hey, you stay comfortable long enough, and you're not gonna be able to pay the bills.
You got to be comfortable with yourself. The ironic thing is you got to be comfortable and with yourself and who you are. Like, I love seeing people around me win. It's like, to me, that's the coolest thing, is watching other people win, but it's also having the ability to be comfortable with myself, like who I am, and not trying to be someone I'm not.
Because you know you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
And that's it.
You know?
And every day. And so if someone questions me or says, I'm like, yeah, but I like seeing people around me win. It's like I get more of a thrill now watching somebody else, like on my team, win than I do when I win. Because like,
Right, yeah.
okay, cool, but man, watching that guy win. But it's being comfortable with who I am. It's right. It's being comfortable, like whether, you know, like it not being in the limelight at work, right? Like I'm cool with that where I work, like letting somebody else shine, letting somebody else have that love, letting them go do that, and watching them change your life. Because you figure out life is law of reciprocity, man. You're gonna literally get what you want. If you're out there acting like a piece of shit, trying to cut other people down, that stuff's gonna come back to you tenfold, man. But if you're supporting people, trying to put them on, trying to help them, it'll come back to you 10 out of 10 times every single time.
I mean, I'm really comfortable. I'm trying to get Dustin to step out of his comfortable. So, you know, he said you like Netflix, right?
I do not. I actually don't like Netflix.
Don't?
What do you
No.
like then?
I don't watch TV.
So then you need to step out of
Oh,
your
you're like
comfort
me.
zone.
Watch
You need to
TV. I
watch
don't really
something.
watch
weird,
TV
man.
either.
I don't watch.
Right
People
now.
will tell me the fun fact. So people talk about what's that new show? Was it Yellowstone?
Yeah.
Never watched an episode. I've never seen a Star Wars. I've never seen, even though we have this, I've never seen Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings.
Tweaking, bro.
So he was never a kid.
I've never watched like those shows, like what's the Son of the Anarchy, any of that stuff. The only one I'll catch every once in a while where I know I sometimes think I'm a shitty parent, because my kids are obviously 2 and 5, and they're like, Family Guy. I'm like, so like friends come over and they're like, their kids are over, they're like, oh, what do y'all want to watch? Like Mickey Mouse, and my kids are like, Family Guy. I'm like, oh yeah, hey, shut up. But like I don't know, man. I don't watch TV at all. Like really, I'd rather do something for like work. I'd rather do something like building content, watching something, because it was getting out of your comfort zone. It's like it's easier to watch that, but for me, it was like training my brain because of my past. It was always the victim, like, oh, poor me. So it was like, I want to watch something like maybe not motivational, but where I can learn, or watch someone else's podcast. Maybe I pick something up, watch somebody else's content, read something. Like, I'd rather do that than watch TV and like game plan my day, or like, okay, replay my day. Like, what could I do differently today? Just
All I do is watch cartoons.
yeah.
Sometimes
That makes
sometimes
sense,
it's
'cause
good to
you're a
unplug.
Yeah.
But you can't get comfortable unplugging, you know, like
Yeah.
people get home from work and they're just used to sitting on the couch and watching a show. And, you know, if you get home from work and you reflect on your day and then start like working on future plans, or, you know, now I enjoy getting home from work and, you know, from the gym and hopping on my computer and basically working on this documentary. It's kind of, it's a passion of mine. I feel like it's, you know, helping me, and it'll help others as well.
Yep, 100%. But it's being comfortable. Like, that's the thing too. If you're getting your stuff done and you go home and you got, you know, an hour to watch TV, if you've done all your shit, you know you have, it's okay to enjoy those things. It's okay to take that time off. It's okay.
yeah, for sure.
Because they, you know, it's like
Recharge you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got to find, and that's just, to me, it's like, okay, what am I going to get more value? Going out and having happy hour with the homies, or doing something that I'm going to be better? I'm like, I'd rather do this, but I know that's what I want, right? It just, so, but then I'm the same guy taught me a couple years ago. He was like, hey man, too many people live for the weekend, which we all know the cliche, like, oh, live for the weekends. But he was like, why don't you work 3 months straight and then you could take a week off? Because do something you actually enjoy. He's like, how many times, you know, we live in Frisco. It's like, I don't go, yeah, man, that weekend in Frisco was lit. You know, we turned up in Frisco, me and the fam. But you go to Florida, you go to the beach, you go take some time away from your family to reflect. Those are the memories that you'll remember for the rest of your life. And so it's like, for me, it's like usually go hard for 60, 90, 120 days, and then take, you know, 5-7 days off to really kick back and just unwind with the fam.
I like that.
Yeah.
How many times can you go to the same bar on the weekend until you
Exactly.
I can do that when I'm 60 if I'm lonely. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there's always
You guys
there's
are
always
fucking
time for
dedicated,
that.
bro.
It's
They know me on 7th
it
Street.
becomes a, it becomes a
7th Street
repetitive
legend.
cycle. You know, I like keeping it fresh. I like switching it up. I like, you know, I don't know if I like drama, but I guess I do. I like you know, shit happening. I like, you know, staying on my toes.
Yeah, I feel you.
You like productive drama.
I mean, there's always some shit happening on 7th
It's
Street.
chaos.
Popping
you know?
off on
when,
7th.
when you're building a company, when you're you know
I
doing
hate
all
7th
this,
Street.
you have multiple projects. It's like it's chaos.
Yeah.
So just being comfortable in that chaos is something that you know I've come to love. Otherwise, I just get bored and then I end up in trouble.
That's my problem. If I don't have shit going on, I usually cause drama. So I got to keep myself busy because then I'll be the one acting a fool on 7th.
I love trouble.
Yeah. That's
I
trouble.
just
not
won't
good.
go to bed and I'll end up
Yeah.
you know in trouble.
Yeah.
Now
my
there's too
problem.
many. You know, I'm not trying to be on TMZ again. Last time
Again.
it was a good
Oh,
it was a good
story
thing
time.
last time.
Yeah.
So last time it was that spinning back fist. So next time it can't be good twice.
Yeah, you can't do a
TMZ,
spinning
they're
back
like-
fist in the bar.
Yeah.
I first got in the UFC and I was like, hey, bro, you might have to start going to the store to buy my Swissers, bro. I don't want TMZ to pop out like local athletes smoking weed.
Now we all smoke.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's whatever. No, that's my problem. I will stir up some shit if I'm let off. So for me, it's like keep it productive, busy, because I'm gonna be busy doing something. It's either gonna be some unproductive shit or it's gonna be some productive shit. And so
Exactly.
I'm like, because I will, man. I'll be that dude that'll get into all kinds of trouble. And so I was like, keep busy.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. You guys got a good mentality. I like it. I'm going to live for you guys. Don't
Yeah,
fucking worry.
Are
I
you on
appreciate
Twitch
every
now?
weekend.
Are you streaming on video games?
I should, bro. I really
not?
should stream.
Just
but-
have somebody else set it up for you.
I mean,
You
I
can
got-
make
you
that
know
could be a
what?
whole new revenue stream.
I had a sponsor send me all the shit. It's in a
Does it do
box
it?
somewhere in the house. I got like boxes,
This fucking guy.
boxes on
Hey.
boxes of shit. I know the Cozy Bros.
Hey, I
He's
know
just
I'm a business
comfortable, you know?
partner and that they have like a production company that could help, but you know, fuck it. Like,
I keep telling myself I'm gonna move, and then at the next house. See, I'm that guy like on the next house.
yeah, procrastinate.
Next year, you know what I mean?
Tomorrow.
With the next car, I'm gonna hook it up. You
Yeah.
know, it's like fuck. The next time, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like next fight, yeah, you know what I mean?
I got
Somebody to fucking make it happen. You need somebody to
Always
smack you in
looking
the
to
back
the
of the head and be
future.
like, look,
Dude,
go down.
I had somebody doing that. I sent her ass back home.
no.
Oh my gosh.
Wait a couple weeks before you drop this episode.
We're gonna put this. Hey, you were live streaming, right?
Fuck.
Golly.
You know, I was in that choke and I was doing the 2 thumbs up. I practiced that shit, you know?
That was legit. That's one of my favorite moments.
Oh, man. Fuck it, eh? Leave it to Kev.
Yeah, leave it to
Just
Kev.
edit that part out.
At least you're living the life for us. I do appreciate. What's your favorite bar on 7th Street?
My favorite bar got shut down. You know, it gets real wild in there. I'm going to start checking out Bottle Blonde, though. You know, they shut Varsity down.
They shut varsity down?
Yeah, too many rape
It was
cases.
getting kind of crazy.
Let me know. I know the GM up there. Bottom line, I'll set you up.
Bottle Blonde, yeah. I need to do a table up there sooner or later.
There's a Bottle Blonde in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I know there's one in Dallas.
Yeah, I used to like what's that? The Republic, Texas Republic. I used to like it there.
Texas Republic.
The DJ got worse. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. 7th Street honestly sucks. Just you know, when you want to go out with the boys and you want to have a little drink and you
Fort
want to
Worth,
chill,
yeah.
you know, you want to see some honeys. They're usually there. You know,
So I will say, I hate going out. I absolutely hate it. But the only reason I like 7th Street is because I'm from Fort Worth. So I like the Fort Worth vibe. Like,
Yep.
I feel like I can understand the energy better. Like, I know when someone's about to trip. I know when someone's cool. When I'm in a different environment or like a city I'm not used to being in, I don't feel like I really vibe with the people like that. But I still don't like fucking going out.
Yeah.
unless it's
I-
Houston.
I don't like it. Oh, God.
Houston's fire.
Good time, bro. It's such a good
Allegedly.
time. We're not gonna talk about that. Though.
Yeah,
What happens in
allegedly.
Houston stays in
I can't
Houston.
do Houston.
You can't do Houston. You like Austin?
No, Austin sucks
Dallas,
too.
man. Dallas, LA.
Sucks.
LA's
That was
kind of got
good.
shit. I haven't been back since Newsom. We're not gonna get into all that.
You did what out there?
What's his name? Freaking governor over there. It's all going to shit. I'm not going back.
Yeah, California's not the same. I'm from Cali. I love it.
I'm
there.
from Cali too.
but it's
man.
just not. Yeah.
Texas is
It works.
It's just comfortable.
It works, yeah. See, they
Excellent.
say get out your comfort zone,
Stay
but this is the comfort
comfortable.
zone I'm going to stay in.
Listen, I lived the other places, and every time I'm like, after this, I was like, I'm never leaving Texas again. Not to live, have a vacation home or something.
Great vacations.
Visit Cali, but outside. We should do a realized, recognized night out.
Yeah.
That'd be invite like the guests that come out. That'd be dope. Yeah, do
Bottle
something.
blonde.
Bottle blonde.
Yeah.
Fort Worth.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Get wild. Yeah, that'd be a fun
Can't
night.
put that on camera, bro.
No, we wouldn't film it.
Look at his
Hell
face.
no, bro. Come on, dude. You can't film that.
People think I'm a hero. Little do they know.
What is
It's a lot of weight, huh?
Yeah.
Vigilante, baby. Because at night, baby.
Like, hey, but what did Batman say? He goes like, you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
I'm living
If
long
we
enough
film
to
that
see
shit, yeah. Yeah, I gotta stop. My last time I was in Vegas, as you know, I got in a little trouble with the wife. She was like, explain to me why I searched the hashtag Hakkasan and I saw you dancing on bars and tables. I was like,
Wait, Hakkasan?
Hakkasan, yeah. Yeah, I got in trouble a little bit. That's how I got
Hashtag.
busted.
Yeah.
She got me for the hashtag. So
My man's
because somebody was
getting caught
video.
by hashtags.
Boy.
Haters gonna hate.
Homer Simpson moment.
Dude, he got me. She was like, "Are you dancing on the bar right now?" I'm like, "No." Who explain why this? Yeah, so
Who is
can't
this?
video. Yeah, haters, haters, bro. That's why you can't video it. No videos.
I can't go anywhere with you guys.
But if I wear a button-up shirt, just know that on one of the buttons there's a camera. Cozy set it up.
Snitches. So you really can't tell us who you're fighting? Can you give us a hint?
Can we play a guessing game?
I mean, you wouldn't even guess this guy.
colors are
Oh,
here?
damn.
I was calling out Sean Woodson because he called me out in this post-fight interview. The guy's 9-1, and I knock him out. He's a striker. I'm like, dude, I'm a striker. Let's go bang. And they don't want to give me what I want, so they just threw me a bone. And I'm like, all right,
You're gonna chew it up,
you
right?
can't. Yeah, I gotta eat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not. Beggars can't be choosers. Whoever they give me, I'm gonna take them out, and then, one or two, maybe I'll be able to call my shots.
Yeah.
Who's the main event on that card?
They don't have it set
They
yet.
don't have it set it yet.
Nah, I was looking online. They don't even have the lineup set.
March 21st. Weird. It's coming up pretty quick.
Yeah, no.
We'll have to be there. We'll have
March
to do a real eyes.
25th. Yeah.
Yeah, March 25th. We'll have to do a real eyes out there.
Another Q&A.
Yeah, Q&A out there.
Well, guys, March 25th. We got
March
Ocho.
25th.
Going down.
We're gonna
Yeah,
guess.
that's
What we should.
You guys let us know who you think it is in the comments.
Ocho's gonna be smashing. I ain't gonna be scrapping. I'm gonna go out there and handle business. I'm gonna go out there, go to the after party looking clean.
Hey.
Hey, that's
He said, I got shit to do.
I've had plenty of flawless performances, and everybody always remembers the wars.
They love the
I've
wars.
had many awards too, but I got a lot of fucking fights. People think I bleed every time, but I've had many times where I just take somebody out. So I think this is gonna be one of those. It's been a long time since I've been in there, so I'm ready to go in there and handle business.
Man, let's go get it done. We'll be rooting for you.
Intense.
Does that
like a
dictate
fun
the
fight.
after party? You go through a war, you're like, I'm fired up for the after party.
Oh man,
I think he's already saying there's going to
go
be an
get
after
I mean,
party.
I've gone through 5-round wars, and
Yeah.
I fucking struggle to put on my shoes because they're swollen feet.
Yeah.
I get stitched up on my face. I'm like, hey, I gotta go. I gotta go FaceTime with sponsors. You know what I'm saying? That's really how you get paid in this sport. Is who you know.
Yeah.
So, I've never had a fight where I was ashamed. I never walked out of there in shame. So I go out there, lay it all on line, and I walk out proud, and I'm able to go out to the after party and at least see face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I think I've only cried after one fight.
Which fight was that?
My amateur fight. I won it. I took the guy down the whole time.
Stop it.
I swear.
You took him down?
I took it down.
Hell
I was
yeah.
training with Travis for 2 years at the point in time, straight. I wasn't really doing a lot of I was just training with Travis nonstop. Took the guy down, was just ragdolling on the ground, and I was cried. I was I fought like a little bitch. That's my mom.
That's
my
your
mom.
moment?
That's my mom.
That's your
In the car crying can I get a Tylenol? My hands hurting.
Oh, you were crying because you were in pain.
No, I was crying because I kept taking the guy down. I was what the fuck is wrong with me? This is not how I fight.
I'm an animal.
This ain't how I fight.
What's your favorite? The spinning back fist, obviously, that was a huge moment. I mean, I think you said TMZ. Outside of that moment, what's probably your favorite moment that you've had in the sport?
Honestly, overall, my favorite moment is when I won the Legacy World title.
Yeah,
It was the culmination of hitting rock bottom, and then being humbled and working my way to the top. That was when I won that. I felt like fireworks were going off in the building. There was confetti. even though none of that was really
Yeah.
happening.
Fucking
in my mind, I swear, it was freaking competitive.
Yeah.
You won that out here
man.
in Texas too, huh?
Yeah, that was at the Bomb Factory.
Yeah,
I
that place was
remember that.
packed.
Yeah,
You
I
had your
used
boy
to
there
sell
too,
that
right?
motherfucker out. Yeah, I had my son there. He was really when I hit rock bottom. He was the only thing that kept me from going off the deep end. So that and then fighting gave me an outlet. And 5 fights later, won that world title. It was like brought my son in the cage, and I could have died happy. Now I got to do it again. And my son's gonna be grown by then. He's freaking 11 now. So
Yeah, I freaking love it.
yeah, now I got to do it again in the big stage.
When you say
You do
rock
it.
bottom, how bad are we talking here? Is that
I'm
something-
talking like either I was gonna kill somebody, or I was gonna end up in prison, or
Yeah.
I was gonna end up dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was on the receiving end of Knockout of the Year, 2012. My wife was having an affair. She left me, and that was kind of the end of my year. And I'd reacted in a crazy manner, and
Understand.
put my head through a couple things. So it was jumping off the deep end or walking in the gym of the guys that beat me and asking them for help. So
Yeah.
that's what I did. And, now I haven't looked back, and I'm glad that I did it. I helped start Fortis MMA, helped build it with my hands, and now I'm one of the head coaches there, and I hope to own it one day.
Nice.
Awesome.
That's awesome, man. Congrats to you.
That's good shit, bro.
That's I think anyone that says they haven't been on rock bottom is either lying to themselves or lying to everybody else, right? I think we've all been there.
But yeah, if you're gonna come up, you gotta it's like a slingshot, man. You gotta pull it back before you go forward. So, and then just looking back on that, reflecting, but not living in the past, not pitting myself, because there's a reason why I went through that. It's because I was a fucking cocky kid, and I was wild. It was me against the world. It was I wasn't paying the bills. I put all my eggs in one basket, which was fighting. So I learned to kind of diversify myself and make sure I'm a man before anything else.
That's awesome, man. Thank you for sharing. I think we've all been there, and I think we had Terrence McKinney on, and T-Rex. He's got his fight coming up, but he went through that same type of thing, rock bottom, and I forget exactly how he said it, but it's like you got to go through your darkest moment to get to your lightest, or whatever it was, and it was, man, for him. What did he die multiple times?
3 times.
Yeah.
3 times in the same night, and he's just like, then he's like,
you
oh,
realize you're the cause of your problems.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said.
Shit happens to all of us. But how you react is the main thing. And if you're not in a position to, get married and have a house and all that stuff, if you're not stable, then you shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be jumping ahead of yourself.
Absolutely.
You gotta, if you build a castle without a base, then it's gonna crumble. So, I went back to work on the base and been building up ever since.
That's awesome, man. That's great stuff.
Yeah. So just so you guys know, that's a scary ass person to fight because they've been there, done that. Outside
I ain't
of the
going
cage.
back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
different
when you're
mentality.
fighting, like your girl, your wife, like they don't know what you're going through. They don't know what all goes into it, nor do they care. They care that their man is a man and he's a winner, and when you don't win, that stinks. It's like you can only lose so badly when the whole town's talking about you because you got knocked out, and everybody at work saying, you gotta leave him. He's a bum. He's never gonna make it. Telling me to get a real job. You realize, like, okay, like nobody cares what happens. I have to go in there and I have to win. It doesn't matter what happens. You can't get knocked out. Like, you get knocked out, then people will question your relevance.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually those fucking people are sitting like that's. Even
They would never put themselves in
never-
that position.
Dude, they would
You know?
never ever do it. Like, I laugh because I go train with a couple guys here, like nothing crazy, but like we spar and I get hit and I'm not that good, so it's fun. They're like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I'm like, "It's fun." And I always bring guys from work and they show up once, maybe show up twice, and they never show up again. And I've taken like 10 feet, and I'm like, "Hey man," because it takes look, there's a difference. Like if you got mad at me right now emotionally and hit me, it's an emotional reaction, right? Like you're just pissed off. There's a difference between like, hey bro, you want to go to the gym, and as you guys know, you drive and you're like, I'm gonna get hit in the face today.
It's self-control,
it's,
you know.
It's different.
It takes a big person to not react out of anger.
Exactly.
Emotionally.
And it's
fighting's very logical if you're a martial artist, but you know, a lot of people don't think of it as logical. They just see red and go.
That's it.
You know, that's how it started, but now I don't see red ever. You know, I very calm, level-headed, and you know, if I get mad, I'm still logical. You can't let your emotions take over.
Yep.
You know, when you do that on this level, you're gonna get fucked up in there. Yeah.
And most of the ones talking shit, they're not even in the arena. Like they're not even. Their first level don't even be on the field. They're not on the bench.
It's
they're
not
in
for
the
everybody, man. Some people are meant to sit in the, you know, cubicle and be on the computer and account and do whatever. You know, more power to you.
Yeah.
You have, you know, comfort, whatever. You're working for a corporation, like great for you. Some people are meant to run their own business. Some people are meant to pave their own way.
100%.
Yeah, that's fine. Just stay over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just don't talk shit.
Just don't talk. Just stay on that
shit
side.
about me. You know.
Yeah.
I'm a warrior and a creator. You know, I'm an entrepreneur. I wasn't meant to be sitting in a cubicle working for anybody else.
100%.
I'm meant to be building whatever I envision. You know.
Oh yeah, I love that. What's it? Is that it?
Yeah.
That's a great way.
It's like I don't want to mess it up, man. I'm like,
No,
that's
it's
a great way to
beautiful.
end it. Yeah, hey man, we appreciate you coming on. Thank you.
Hey, my pleasure, man. Hey, thanks for having me.
Thank
We're gonna
you,
guess
Ocho.
this.
Left hand strong.
Yeah, still left hand strong.